If you're trying to sell products online, your photos have to look professional, but you don't need to spend thousands on a fancy setup. I've spent the last few weeks testing 5 different cameras to see which ones actually deliver that crisp, high-end look for your listings without the massive price tag.
Product number 1. Kodak PixPro Friendly Zoom FZ45. When I first pulled this Kodak out of the box, I was surprised by how light it is. It's got that classic point-and-shoot feel that fits right in your palm. I took it into my studio to see how the 27mm wide-angle lens handled some jewelry shots. The 16-megapixel sensor does a solid job of grabbing colors, and the 4x optical zoom is a lifesaver when you need to get close to the details without getting a shadow from your own head in the shot. It runs on AA batteries, which I actually liked because I didn't have to wait for a charge. The 2.7-inch screen is a bit small, but it's bright enough to check your focus. If you're just starting a side hustle and need something reliable that doesn't break the bank, this is a great entry point.
Product number 2. 4K digital camera for photography, dual lens. This one feels a bit more modern, and that rotary dial on top is actually super satisfying to click through. What caught my eye was the dual lens setup. I used the front-facing lens for some quick behind-the-scenes vlogging, then flipped to the main lens for the product stills. The 64-megapixel resolution sounds huge, and while it's not a DSLR, it definitely pulls in a lot of detail for web photos. I really appreciated the autofocus here. It snapped onto my subject quickly, which is a big deal when you're trying to churn through a whole pile of inventory. It comes with 2 batteries and a charging stand, so I never ran out of juice mid-shoot. It's a fantastic choice for someone who needs to do both photography and YouTube videos for their brand.
Product number 3. 5K digital camera with 180-degree flip screen. Holding this camera, the first thing I noticed was the 180-degree flip screen. This made a world of difference when I was setting up overhead shots. I could just tilt the screen and see exactly what the camera saw without standing on a chair. It's marketed as a 5K camera, and the image clarity on the 75MP setting is surprisingly sharp for a compact. The 18x zoom helped me capture some texture shots on fabric that looked really professional. I also messed around with the built-in Wi-Fi to send a few test shots straight to my phone, and it worked without a hitch. If you're a solo creator who needs to see yourself or your setup from weird angles, that flip screen makes this one the winner for your workflow.
Product number 4. VJ Anger digital camera with macro lens. This VJ Anger model felt a bit more pro in my hands because it comes with a 52mm wide-angle and macro lens attachment. If you're doing close-up product photography, like watch faces or small electronics, that macro lens is a total lifesaver. I tested the manual focus by pressing the shutter halfway, and it gave me way more control over the depth of field than the other basic models. It's got a nice weight to it at about half a pound, so it feels sturdy but still fits in a pocket. The Wi-Fi feature is great for getting photos onto Instagram quickly. This is the one I'd pick if you specifically need those super close detail shots where you want the background to have a nice soft blur while the product stays sharp. Product number 5. 4K digital camera with rotary dial. The last one I tested has a really clean, user-friendly layout. The rotary dial on top makes it easy to jump from photo mode to slow motion or filters without digging through a digital menu. I used this one as a webcam for a live stream, and the 4K quality looked great over a USB connection. The anti-shake feature came in handy when I was doing handheld close-ups of some sneakers. It also has 2 ways to charge, either through the stand or directly via USB, which is handy if you're traveling. The 20 built-in filters are a nice touch if you want a specific vibe for your brand without doing a ton of editing later. It's a solid, all-around workhorse for anyone who wants a simple, no-fuss experience. Outro. Choosing the right gear depends on what you're selling, but any of these 5 will give your shop a serious upgrade. I've put the links to all of them in the description below so you can check the latest prices. Let me know which one you're leaning toward.